Why don't people trust government anymore? I don't think it's because Americans suddenly stopped believing in democracy. I think it's because too many people have watched government say one thing and then do another. They see political insiders getting access they don't have. They see government investigating itself and declaring that nothing went wrong. And eventually people start asking the question, who is government actually working for? Now, I've served in government, as you all know, and I learned something very important. Trust isn't something government is entitled to. It has to earn it. And when I served on the Newark City Council, one issue I worked on was something called pay to play. Now, the concern was pretty simple. If businesses making political contributions are also receiving government contracts, the public may begin wondering, are contracts being awarded because a company is the most qualified or because somebody wrote the right political check? And that's why I sponsored and passed pay-to-play reform legislation. It wasn't about saying everyone involved in government contracting was corrupt, no. It was about recognizing that the appearance of corruption can destroy public confidence almost as quickly as corruption itself. But trust becomes even more important when government has tremendous power over people's lives. And few institutions have more immediate power than the police department, law enforcement. So while I was on the Newark City Council, allegations of police brutality and concerns about what some believed was targeted progressive discipline of Black and brown police officers were being raised within Newark. So we investigated. We held public hearings. We asked difficult questions. And we attempted to use the City Council subpoena power to obtain police disciplinary records. Why? Because oversight isn't disrespect. Oversight is democracy. And we discovered another problem along the way. Some Newark residents had lost confidence in reporting allegations of police misconduct directly to the department's Internal Affairs Division. I mean, think about that for a second. If citizens believe the institution they're complaining about is also the only institution they can complain to, what happens when they stop trusting that process? Many simply stop reporting. So we worked with the state ACLU to establish a reporting system that gave Newark residents another way to document allegations of police abuse. And that experience taught me something else that I've never forgotten. People don't have to agree with every government decision to trust government, but they doggone sure need to believe the process is fair. They need to believe the rules apply to everybody. They need to believe somebody is watching the people who have power. And when government makes a mistake, they need to see somebody acknowledge it, and more importantly, fix it. But instead, too often in politics today, admitting a mistake is treated like weakness. Everything becomes partisan. If our side does something wrong, we defend it. And if the other side does the exact same thing, we're outraged. Citizens see that hypocrisy. Yes, they do. And they remember it, more importantly. So how do we rebuild trust? Not with another slogan, not with another press conference, and certainly not by telling people they should trust government simply because we say so. Government earns trust through transparency, through accountability, through independent oversight, through ethical rules that actually have consequences, and by being willing to investigate ourselves with the same intensity that we investigate our political opponents. Because here's the truth. Government cannot demand the public's trust while resisting the public scrutiny. So when I worked on pay-to-play reform, it was about trust. When we investigated allegations involving the police department, it was about trust. And when we created another avenue for citizens to report allegations of police misconduct, that was about trust too. Democracy doesn't require citizens to blindly trust their government. In fact, democracy requires something much healthier. Citizens who ask questions and public officials willing to answer them. That's how you rebuild trust. One decision, one institution, and one honest answer at a time. This is Rise and Reason, the thoughts of a former elected official, law school graduate, and current husband, father, and advocate sharing practical insights on politics, culture, education, faith, and leadership. Subscribe to the channel, like and share the content. Remember to think, it ain't illegal yet.